Hi, everybody. This is Margot Schmorak, and I'm so excited to tell you about a new partnership between Hostfully and Properly. Today, I am joined by Astrid Lindstrom, the Director of Marketing.
Hi, nice to meet you.
And we are so excited to talk about a new partnership between Properly and Hostfully that will help you to ensure that your day-to-day operations go really seamlessly, give you more peace of mind when you're managing your properties and your turnovers, and also help you not just with turnovers, but also key handoff, inspection, and maintenance. For those of you that don't know, Hostfully is a vacation rental management platform. We help property managers get more reservations by helping to distribute on different bookings platforms, and then manage all that bookings data in one central platform that you can use to automate with other services, just like Properly. We also provide automated messaging and offer the solution for a tip-to-tail 5-star guest experience, touching everything from getting the reservation all the way to communicating with your guests to ensure that really awesome guest experience. The opportunity that we're talking about today is helping you know that you can rely on your operations for every stay and for every guest. And I'm here with Astrid. And Astrid, if you could tell us a little bit more about what this is all about, that'd be great. Thank you.
So Properly is about making sure that there's peace of mind, not only for the property manager in their day-to-day operations, but also for the owner who's giving their property handed over to somebody else to manage, and to the guest who wants to arrive and be sure that they can rely on things like making sure that everything is clean, obviously, but also things like the Wi-Fi works and that they can gain access to the property. So the first thing I want to talk about is a really common problem that happens with property managers every day, and it's when a cleaner cancels at the last minute. This is a really common operational problem. When a cleaner cancels, you're going to be doing a lot of back and forth text messaging, and usually you don't have a backup cleaner already ready to go. Usually what you're going to go for is the phone book and Google, and maybe you'll have one backup cleaner available to you who can help you out, but it's going to be really difficult to get another person in the door as quickly as possible. Another thing that will happen is when you get that last minute cleaner and they actually are available and you finally pull off the coup of a lifetime, they arrive at the property and they run into the following problems. First thing is quality control. You might have sent them a checklist to explain to them all the things that you want done in the property, but she may not have confirmed. You don't know for sure that she has all the information. You're going to want to double check all of these things, and this just takes a lot of time and energy. Then you're going to get into things like last minute requests. Your normal cleaner wouldn't mind if you asked her to run out 5 minutes and grab a new thing, but you have a last minute cleaner and they don't know you and they don't know if you're going to keep adding on things time after time after time. So they're a little wary of bringing on these last minute requests, and they may not have time to do them. And the last thing is standards. You know how you want things done at your property. Your cleaner may not know that because it's a brand new cleaner, and that means that they're going to have to ask clarification questions on all the instructions that you gave them, even if they're referencing your checklist. So all of this will impede your day-to-day operations and ensure that you're going to have to spend a ton of time just monitoring each cleaner. And this will happen even if you have a regular cleaner that knows what you like, because they'll forget what each property's specific requirements are, because they may not have serviced that property in a month. They might be more used to some of your other properties. And this is the consequence. You get pretty bad reviews. You'll have guests who arrive and they're really dissatisfied with the clean, or you may have promised them something that you asked your cleaner to do, but they forgot. And you're going to wind up with a bad review, and as a consequence, as we all know, lost revenue. Mm-hmm. So Properly is the solution to all of this. We're trying to create peace of mind for all of your day-to-day operations by making sure that you have clear instructions for every one of your service providers, for each for turnovers, for key handoff, for everything that you do. They can actually see visual instructions, so it's much clearer than when you have just a regular checklist. You can manage all of your scheduling from the same app, and you can see at a glance which properties have been serviced and which ones have not. You can also do a couple of other dandy things. So when you have that last minute cancellation, you can send out a job to all of our cleaners in the marketplace in that city. So you can get a job and maybe tack on an extra 20 bucks because it's a last minute turn. And you can get replies immediately from all of the cleaners in the area who wanted to take on that last minute job for you, making it much, much easier to get that last minute job done. And when they arrive, they're going to get these very clear instructions. So they'll obviously have regular instructions like, please sweep and make the bed and all of that stuff. But you can even provide really detailed instructions for things that they couldn't possibly know how to do when they've never seen them before. This, for example, is like a very specialized espresso maker. You couldn't know how to clean that when you've never seen it before. And this provides really precise instructions on how to do that. And the last thing is you can get verification photos. So you don't have to trust that the things were done correctly. You can actually ask them for a photo to make sure that not only is the whole room done properly, but you can ask if they can take a picture of the inside of the drawer or the inside of the refrigerator to make sure that that was emptied, make sure that all of those little tasks that you know are really essential to the guests were done correctly.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll walk through how it works. So within the Hostfully property management platform, you're going to go to the integration zone, and you'll scroll down until you find Properly, and then you flip this little switch. It's going to be in the off setting unless you turned it on already. It will turn green, and then what you're going to do is go to sign up for the Properly management console. And from there, you'll configure your Properly account. You're going to need to download the app, and you can get started automating all these amazing processes and tasks that you need to use for your cleaners and your staff. And so it's pretty straightforward, actually. And we've had a lot of customers turn it on and find great success in helping to streamline their operations and save lots of time. And actually, I was thinking it'd be fun for you to walk through a case study.
Sure.
On this. So this is an exciting client in the Southeast, right, that's been using Properly.
That's right. So this is a turnover management service. So all they do is turnovers, and they were using us to streamline their operations because they were running into that operations trap where they were spending hours and hours every day just talking to their various service providers and making sure that they had all the instructions they need. And they had 300 properties under management in 3 different cities. This was a lot to keep track of, and they were using sometimes 8-9 hours a day just talking to their staff. And when they started implementing Properly, first of all, the integration was pretty seamless, so they had it up and running within a few days. And then they saved 2,100 hours per year. Might be a little bit more than that. This was just off of the properties that they had at the time. They have 3 times as many properties now. They also reduced their onboarding time by 80%. So we integrate, of course, with you, and we're making sure that we're adding more integrations all the time, but it means that all of your property information gets automatically input and that you don't have to spend a whole lot of time onboarding.
Mm-hmm. And so then each time there's a turnover and it's hooked up to reservations data, it automatically prompts your cleaning staff to do what they need to do.
That's right. And we're trying to automate as much of these things as possible. Like, for example, the verification photos are now going to be automatic. We're going to do that for you. Mm-hmm. Things like payment is getting automatic. So everything that we can take off of the property manager's plate, we're looking to do.
Very cool. So if you'd like to learn more about this partnership between Properly and Hostfully, you can check out our landing page at try.hostfully.com/properly. You can also just go to the integration zone in the property management platform and turn on the integration there. You can also contact anybody on our support team, and they can tell you more as well. Esther, it's so nice to meet you in person, and thank you for joining me in San Francisco. And I really appreciate having you here today. All right, thanks.